Hello everybody. As I had mentioned in my other video that I wanted to go over another program with you all just to show you how this is all working. But now in this video I'm not going to go through the creation. I've already created the files and I'm just going to show you how it is all working. So first off, this is the project in the book where you are creating a border pane, and I'm going to start off with the scene builder, and this is my scene builder where I basically created a border pane. That's really, there's nothing to it at this point. And this is my FXML, so this is the part that creates that code, and right now I really don't have anything to it. So you have the right side, you have the the list view that I brought in is one of the components over here, and I really do not have anything other than that. Now if I want to go and see the some of the properties associated with it, I can go to the code and I would see the IDs that are listed over here. So this is my ID book list view, and if I want to go to the right one, which is my image view, this is my image view over here on the right side, and if you see, that's my cover image view at this point. Okay, so this is the basic application. Again, of course, you can preview it, but nothing is going to show as such. So this is how the preview is looking. So this one is my list, and this one is where the images are going to be displayed, but again, nothing is working at this point. If I want to create or look at the basic controller at this point, I can go to edit, and go to view and show sample controller skeleton, and this one just has my controller, cover image view, and my list. That's all I have to it. Okay, so these are my basic skeleton. Okay, now let's go back and take a look at the code. Okay, so it has 4 files. So the first one is my book.java. Then I have my cover viewer. So this is my main application. So this is the application that would house my main method. So again, always just like any other program that you had seen, the main method is going to house my launch, and my launch is in turn is going to call my start, and this is the start which is going to bring in my get class and then associate that with the FXML, and the FXML is the document that I just showed you over here. So this is the one that creates my FXML. So if I go and file, save as, and I can come up with my name, and generally it's the name of the class. So I would say I think it is called cover view. So I think it's the name of the main class, so cover viewer. So my FXML is going to be saved as my cover viewer FXML. Okay, and if I want to look at the code, so this is my basic layout structure that is created through my scene builder. Okay, so this is my cover viewer FXML. But if I want to see the code that is written behind this, okay, this is my code that is going to show. So this is my code right over here, and this is the one that now has this cover viewer controller. This is the controller that I got created. Okay, so let's first of all run this. So once I run, now you actually see this populate. Now this is all working. Now what you can do is I can select something from here. It's going to pop in the image. If I click any of these titles over here, it's going to pop in the image from my image folder. Okay, so this is the working version of the FXML application, which is now tied with all these codes that you had written. Whereas this one, whereas this one is the base application, which really doesn't do anything. So if I want to do a preview, then it just shows this preview right here, but it really does not do anything. None of the lists are being populated at this point because it is not tied with the code as of yet. Okay, So this is the functional one. Excuse me. And every single one is going to be associated with a list. So let's take a look at the code, really quickly. This is something that is written for every single one, so it's pretty standard. Let's look into the book title. So what this is doing is, this is my class book, and here is my string title, string thumb image, and large image, and this is my constructor book. And of course at this point it's title when nothing is showing, okay, when nothing is showing like this, okay, there's nothing showing over here, so that at that point this is nothing showing, so this is all this title. And then I have get title, string title, get thumb image, okay, large, small. So this is my Java, so it only has some private instance variables, a constructor, and then some public methods: get title, set title, get thumb image, set thumb image, get large, set large. Okay, let's look into this one. This is the main one. Now let's look into the controller. This is where the meat comes in. So all these files that I bring in, as you can see over here, image view, observable list, change listener, observable value, okay, and then here is my list view, image view, okay. So remember, this was coming from my skeleton, really nothing there as much, but then I have this observable list, okay, bringing up the FX collection, and then I have this initialize, and in my initialize is where I add these books, okay. So Android, how to program, here is the path to my image, okay. Again, here is my title, path to my image, okay. So then I have created this entire list, and this is all coming from the book that you have. And then here you have a book list view, get selected model, and taking it from this item property. So these are all methods that are being associated with the book list view, and I have added the listener. So every time I click on one of them, okay, so it is going to go to this one. So as soon as I click on this, it's listening to this event, on click event, and it's going to bring up this picture over here, okay. Now, so this is your book list view. Now what I would like for you all to do is to play with this, and let me also show you one thing really quick. This image that you see over here, okay, this has actually been pulled from this folder that I had created called images, okay. Now where is this? This is within my project folder. So let me show you the pathway, and you have to make sure that this path is correct, okay. If you decide to take the or put the images in a different folder, you have got to change this path name over here. So let me show you the path that I use, and here is my NetBeans project. So I'm just going to bring it over here. So it's in my NetBeans, it's within my documents, and if I go to this cover viewer and inside my source, this is where I have the book, my FXML, the Java, and the controller. And here is a folder called images, and inside images there is actually a folder inside. If you look at the thing over here, images, and then you have a small folder and you have a large folder, okay. So if you go inside, you have a large and a small folder. Once you go into the large, that's where you have some of these pictures over here, okay. Whereas if you had gone to the small one, okay, and this is the small one, this is where you have this little thumbnails, okay. So you got to make sure that your image is within your source folder, otherwise it's not going to work, okay. And you can go through and write some of the other programs. You should now be able to put together every single project. that is given out in the book, and I think there are some really nice ones. And one of your assignment is going to come from here, where I would like for you to be a little more creative and take one of these programs and manipulate or change it around for your assignment. So I think this would give you a good understanding of how the FXML is now working with the code and creating this nice applications. Good luck.